to loosen up that collar. You want me to tear this completely? Or?
No, don't. Please don't tear it.
All right. So loop choke, okay? X choke is where you're constricting the carotid arteries. Obviously, we know that one. Loop choke is where your hand goes down here. Typically, repeat this one. Typically, what will happen is it comes off of like kind of sit up, and you get this across. This hand comes here, and then you lock the head and tilt. If he starts tilting to his right, it's a matter of who can finish. But from here, you can also begin to finish it. But you have to complete the change of position because he's alleviating the pressure. It's not the tightest choke, and it's easy kind of to lose. You can use your legs to get over and so forth. It's hard to get from here because you got to get under the chin. So sometimes it's easier just to sit up and to do this. So what we're going to do is we're going to use the lapel. So what happened with Philip is that I fed the lapel. And if you notice, my elbow is tight. What I meant about him posturing up is that if he's strong postures, he can pull that arm out. See how it lifts my elbow? If my elbow is locked here and I keep his posture down, it's hard for him to pull out that arm because it's bent, okay? So this hand, the second that you fed it, should grab here, and you can pull his posture down using your legs also. Then you can switch to this side. You can get the high guard here, okay? And now it's hard for him to shove that shoulder inside if you tilt him this way because he doesn't have the push. Here, he can shove that shoulder through, and then you gotta keep the posture down. Reset it here, okay? For the arm lock, you keep framing the head and keep tilting him, okay? Nobody wants this, so he'll probably use these hands here. What's nice here is that you can move this across here, okay? And then you can get the dead orchard right here, which is the triangle around both arms. Because I'm going around the narrowest part of his kind of armpits and his neck. So his shoulder is completely out. So here, he can't pull out. As much as he wants to pull out, he can, and this arm's exposed, and this arm is exposed, and they're all, it's a done deal. It's very effective no-gi. Eddie Bravo uses that in the system, and it's Nathan Orchard, he's 10th Planet, Oregon. So what happened here is, as I went here, okay, I kind of went across here, and Philip was on this side here, right? So I started pushing the head here, and as he kind of went back to center, I went here and finished, okay? You just have to switch the grip from here. Because the way that it started is that he did his standard version of the Sao Paulo pass where he kind of got an underhook. So I went here and I just started doing this. And as he looked back in, I went right here. And then his arm is stuck. Even if you were to pull his arm out, it's still under and it's going up the neck. You just have to come up, same as you would for the loop choke. When their heads are down, it's this right here, okay? But it has to, the hand has to slide down so that this goes across and your hand goes in here, goes palm down, but you got it up. So this left hand is pulling this elbow up and you're twisting, okay? So first, let's just do quick loop choke, okay? Is when their head is down. So their head's down, you went from the collar here, you went down right about here, here, pull them in, and your left hand goes over the head and under. So your left elbow controls his head here. And what you're gonna do is you're gonna compress with the left elbow, and you're gonna lift that right elbow, and you're gonna twist to the left. Does that make sense, guys? So you get the actual loop choke. So your hand goes from here, from X stroke territory, down here, here, and elbow up. Because you want it under the chin. You want it like this. Basically your elbow to the shoulder, and then your left hand loops through here, and your left hand goes up so that your right elbow can also be lifting as you're twisting. But what I'm doing, we want to apply pressure with the left elbow down, can do it. Here, so it's like to the chest, and then I twist to the left, okay? So this will be the loop choke so that you guys will be able to get here, here, switch the grip here, and then you'll get here so that you have the lapel. Because this here is really super tight. Does that make sense, guys? So loop choke, here, slide down here, and here, okay? Loop choke is nice because when you have kind of an open guard here, and you kind of get this grip here, down this way here, and then you have this right here, okay? Also, sometimes when they go for a over-under pass, or a double under, yes, you have this right here, which you can also do as well. That's a nice counter to the double under, okay? Because his head is stuck, okay? But you got to get low enough on the chin. If your hand is too high, your wrist is going to be in the way. So you have to drop down right about collarbone level, lift your elbow here, and then you could even and lock your feet. It's even here, it's a little bit loose. Yeah, and then it's a done deal. But even from the open guards, get back this way. When their head drops, it's just here. The problem is that his right hand's loose. He can take that right hand and push my triceps off. You know what I mean? So you have to get it and tilt immediately. That's why you gotta have pressure here. So as we go here, now he's gotta take that roll to the right, and then you gotta complete it here. Maybe you'll lose it, maybe you'll get it, maybe you'll use it as a sweep. But the point is that you end up giving him an eye raiser either way. Okay. Ready? 1, 2, 3. So just try the loop choke first from the guard.